Hi there, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining us today. In this video, I want to talk about something interesting that I've noticed as a tarot card reader. I've noticed that in my videos, I do like readings. Well, actually, you may notice on this page too, I have a few tarot card readings, but sometimes messages will come through and it just feels like it's something that I didn't plan, or it's a vision that I don't entirely understand, or sometimes the messages will come through faster than I can even process it. And I just get these ideas. Sometimes it's just not even how I say, like, sometimes I'll use words that I don't even typically use in like my day to day life. Like, it's just, I'll get these downloads. And the funny thing is, later on, like, I'll just go with it, I'll just go with the flow, and I'll just, deliver the message. And then later on, I'll come across other tarot card readers who say the same exact thing. And I'm like, whoa, like I just said that. Now, sometimes their reading will be after mine, and other times their reading will be before mine, but it's just that I'm seeing it after my reading. But the point is, we're saying the same thing. And I find that very fascinating. And if you are a tarot card reader as well, you may have picked up on the same thing. So, what's going on here? Why do multiple tarot card readers get the same messages sometimes at the same time, even if we don't even know each other, or even if it's not even something that we plan? The short answer is you're tuning into the collective frequency, and yes, something larger is guiding it. So I believe that's what's happening here, is that we're all just tuning into the collective frequency, and Spirit is sending us the same message. Spirit is sending us the message that it needs delivered, like widespread. So what are a few things? What's going on here? The first thing we need to understand is that the collective field is real. We are all connected through a shared field of energy, sometimes called either the collective unconsciousness, or the Akashic field, or the etheric grid, or just the vibe of the world right now. And when many people are going through something emotionally, spiritually, or globally, that's the energy that shows up in the cards. So if it's something that everyone is experiencing, then that energy, then when you sit down to do your reading, you're picking up on that energy, and that's what's being revealed in the cards. So if you're doing a reading and you just get a message and you have no idea what's happening, or it's just words that you didn't plan, go with that. Trust it, because you're saying it for a reason. So trust that, because other readers are picking up on the same thing. Even if you don't come across other readers who are talking about it, I feel like you can still trust that other people are still picking up on that same energy. So you're tuning into the same channel. So like radio antennas, intuitive readers pick up different stations. When the collective is loud and clear, like how I was saying, when we're all going through the same thing, such as, or it could be heartbreak, breakthroughs, divine timing, tests, shifts, whatever, many readers are tuning into that same station, even if the language or the style or the decks are different. So even if you're saying it differently, but it's sort of like the same message, or even if your cards are a little bit different, or your style is a little bit different, it's still essentially the same message. And I just find that so fascinating. So you can think of it as waves of energy, and that the readers are surfers catching the same wave. Spirit, like I said, Spirit often wants a message spread wide, and when it's important, many channels receive it at once to ensure it reaches those who need it. So when a message needs to be delivered to a huge amount of people, then different intuitive readers will start to pick up on it. It's like a divine group text. So you're not copying anyone. Sometimes it may feel like you're copying someone, but you're not. Also, if you are not a reader and you're just like the receiver of the messages, you may notice that you keep getting the same messages. Like, why am I getting the same messages? It's because that's what's going on in the collective, you know? So if 10 people hear thunder and everyone describe it, they're not copying each other. They're reporting the same storm. They're just reporting the same storm. And like I mentioned earlier, collective downloads may feel like when you start to get words, or you start to hear, like when you're doing your reading and you start to get messages that you didn't plan to say. Like maybe you sat down with the intention to do a completely different reading, but then other stuff starts to come through. That could be a collective download. You know, like a lot of readers will say, like, they'll start off talking about something else, maybe your finances, your success, and then love messages will come in and they'll say, oh, well, I guess this is turning into a love reading. It's because that's what's going on in the collective. And spirit wants you to share the message. Like there's just something that we all need to hear as a collective. So collective downloads may also feel like visions you didn't fully understand. Like you may get visions in your mind's eye that you just don't understand. You don't know where it came from. Or like I said, messages that come faster than your logical mind can even process. So, and then you'll see that these themes just show up later everywhere. So when you're channeling and you start saying things you don't consciously plan to say, and then other readers are saying the same thing, you're most likely just receiving downloads from the shared like energy field or collective consciousness. You're not imagining it. You're tuning in. You're tuning in. So how to stay grounded in all of this? The first thing is to trust your channel. Like I said, trust it. Trust what's coming through. It's coming through for a reason. And if it comes from love or clarity, it's real. You can trust it. Another thing you want to do is stay grounded. The synchronicities, or I'm sorry, not stay grounded. I meant to say release comparison. The synchronicities confirms your gift and that you're not behind, you know? So release comparison. Stop comparing yourself to other people and just see all of these synchronicities as a confirmation of your gifts. Also, you want to stay open. Your unique way of delivering the message is the medicine, you know? Your way of saying it could be the way that, how do I say, like, the way that you say it may be the only way that the collective could receive the message. So that's why it's important to have different styles, because if I'm saying something one thing, if I'm delivering a message in one way, one group of people may pick up on the message, but others may not be able to receive it from my style, but maybe they can receive it from your style. You know what I mean? So that's why it's important that we all, how do I say, like, have our own style and to not compare ourselves, you know? Because your way of saying something may be the style that someone needs in order to receive the message that they need to hear, you know? Also, don't overthink it. Spirit works through many different mouths, many different styles, and many different perspectives for a reason. So don't overthink it. So if you are the reader, you can say to yourself, if you're hearing this from other readers, that's not a coincidence. It means spirit really wants to speak to you. The collective is going through something powerful right now, and we're all just tuning in together. So if you are a reader, that's something that you can say to your audience. So if you're starting to notice that you're picking up on messages that other readers are delivering, or maybe if, like I said, you are starting to receive the same messages from different readers, know that it's not your imagination. Or if you're the reader, it's not you making it up. It's you tapping into the knowing. You're remembering something the soul already knows, and the spirit is just speaking through you. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. Something that I just found so fascinating, that as a reader, I just get the same messages from that other readers deliver. And I just found that so fascinating. So comment down below if maybe you've experienced this as well, or like if you know exactly what I'm talking about, let me know. Share your thoughts. Also, if you're still here and you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button if you liked it, to let me know that, to let me know. let me know that you've enjoyed this, and then subscribe for more videos. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for stopping by. I truly appreciate you, and I hope you stop by again next time. So until then, take care. Thank you. Bye bye.